Good evening and welcome back again to another fine episode here at the Artist Corner, where we bring you fine drawing tutorials on a regular basis. Your friendly neighborhood illustrator here, Mr. Dave Joyner, coming at you. And we are coming in here now trying to fine-tune some of this illustration. We know that we're going to have some rocks. We know that we're going to have some moss covering these trees, which I thought was a neat idea. Something I don't do all that often, but if I want to do like a rainforesty sort of thing, then I think that's pretty important to give it that sort of like spider webby feel up in the canopy. I know that
I know what it looks like.
that there's also, I gotta leave room for if I want to have any of this stuff over here, but for now I think we're gonna be okay. And yes, I get to jump around, just having fun. And yes, again, this is going to be one of those illustrations where I'm trying to tell a story with the artwork. I think this is important. A lot of artists probably agree with me on that. Maybe some don't. But and obviously I'm outside the lines on this. This isn't the kind of thing that you could. The original pencil drawing is nothing to what it's going to be. So we're just sort of coming in here and putting in these, the hang down bits. I guess this would be moss. Okay. And then we've got trees in front of trees. And as they get closer to you, this mossy stuff is going to get larger, more pronounced.
What is he doing? What's she doing?
Yeah. And whatever side that so we got a hang down effect. So we're going to definitely have a smooth side and hang down moss side. So there we go. I don't think you guys can see the top of the illustration.
I don't understand this.
All right. So let's go ahead.
The woman that's in there, what's her name? Her. Is she working with them or not?
Just gonna put some leaves in here. Don't know if I want to put in any flowers really. This is probably gonna be one of my black and white pieces. But we've got this sort of idea that we want to wrap the paper. You can't see the top of that, I'm sorry. There you go. There we go. And I'll move it back down when we do the bottom. So, over here, we are dealing with the same sort of thing. We've got moss and stuff coming down this rock face. And sort of smooth up here. And this rock. Kind of slimy looking. All right. Now we got some more leaves over here. And remember, I'm going to come back in with pencil again when we're through with this effect.
Well, he looks surprised, didn't he? The general.
I'm definitely going to take a little time and work on this area here. I'll be right back. So as you can see, we are incorporating a couple of different types of trees up in here, stuff we've never done before. we've got those trees that have the exposed roots down here. That'll be fun when it comes time to color them in. We're going to come down here now to our water. Excuse me. I'm sorry about that. And we are going to continue this mossy rock idea. And that also will be something that'll be interesting when it comes time to I'm gonna, you know, I remember seeing scenes of moss-covered rock in the rainforests and stuff like that. I'm gonna go ahead and put some mushrooms in here. A little bit of my own thing. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and do a little cluster. Since mushrooms are a fungus among us, we always got to remember that you can kind of group them, and then we can have maybe another one over here, and always try to remember that they're going to be oriented towards the light.
Jump on the door.
Maybe another one over here.
The problem is that he's in there too.
And then we can put some over here, but in a different angle, you see. These ones can be like this. And maybe one down low. And we can make one that's big. And then we can put maybe one that's angled away from us. And then another one over here.
But I'd say at least we kill you.
We can go ahead and add as many mushrooms as you want. I don't mind the idea of having mushrooms growing up and around this zone because it's like the Goldilocks zone. You see, they're not going to get too much water. They're going to get enough light. Anyway, you don't want to overdo an effect. I like that. Okay. Now we're going to come over and finish doing this. We're at 7.5 minutes. Be right back. Okay, now we're back again. We're going to go ahead and orient our camera. As you can see, I'm pretty much done up there, except for coming back in for the pencil, which will be in the next episode. And we're going to come down here to our water area here. Hopefully I don't mess with the camera too much. As you can see, I've got some lily pads down here. I'd like them to show up in the shot. So I'm going to go ahead and work on them right now. Lily pads have a pretty little flower on them, but I'm going to go ahead and do my best to render my own version like that. And we'll put another little flower right here. And another little flower right there. Don't know if every lily pad should have a flower, but I like putting, I like flowers. What can I say?
What do you say?
Flowers are pretty. And so we're going to go ahead. And remember, they kind of cluster in groups, lily pads.
Well, I don't know.
And they always seem to have these little divots or notches that are they're not cut out, but almost like they're torn out. And there's little lily pads and littler lily pads, and then these are like the full-size lily pads. And like I said, I haven't looked at any reference material for this other than the video that my friend posted from his trip into the cave behind the waterfall. And I hope you're watching tonight, my friend. This is the good stuff. So, anyway. Alright, we got about 30 seconds here left, and I figured it might be fun for you guys to see this final little bit as we come in here and we're working on finishing up the water. I want to thank you for joining me tonight again here at the Artist Corner. And if you've enjoyed this video and want to see more lovely illustrations like this, you come on back and join me again tomorrow night, and we're going to take this illustration to the next level with some we're going to come back in with our trusty Dixon Ticonderoga pencil, and we're going to shade and shadow, and then we're going to come back in again with another ink pen. All right. Thank you all for joining your trusty neighborhood illustrator, Mr. Dave Joyner, here at the Artist Corner. And I'll see you tomorrow night. Make sure to like down in the bottom
Can almost.
and leave a comment. Thank you.